Yes, greetings to each one of us, dear ladies and gentlemen. It is my belief that all of us are doing very much okay, all right? All right, then. Now, this is Teacher Fred, or you can call me Frederick Onyango Ouma. And today I would like us to speak on this topic that I find it also very interesting because it is going to affect your Sprechen abilities and, of course, your Schreiben abilities, all right? This is going to be on the forming questions with modal verbs. How do we form questions using the modal verbs? Now, before we see on how to form the questions with the modal verbs, it is first of all important that we remind ourselves of the various types of modal verbs and also how we conjugate each of these modal verbs, all right? So let's now see the 6 modal verbs that we have in German. Now, here's the first one. This is wollen, which means to want, right? Wollen. So if I conjugate, I would say ich will. Now, most normally forget and think that will, if I say ich will is I will. No, this means I want. Ich will. Du willst, you want. RCS is also will. Now, when conjugating the modal verbs, kindly note that ich and RCS are the same. Ich will, RCS will. Then I have Sie wollen, wir wollen, ihr wollt, and then Sie wollen, all right? Remember, this means to want. Wollen is used in expressing an intention or wish, mainly used by children when they want something. E.g., ich will ein Eis. I want an ice cream. So remember, wollen is to want. Now, the second modal verb that I have is möchten, would like. Möchten. Ich möchte, du möchtest, RCS is now möchte. You're realizing that, again, ich and RCS are the same. For modal verbs, when conjugating, you will realize that ich and RCS will be the same, all right? Sie möchten, wir möchten, ihr möchtet, and then sie möchten, sie möchten, okay? Now, the third modal verb is sollen, should. Ich soll, I should. Du sollst, you should. RCS is also soll. He, she, it should. Sie sollen, wir sollen, then there's the ihr sollt, sie sollen, all right? That is the third modal type, modal verb. Let's see the other one. Remember, I told us that there are 6. Let's see the 3 remaining. Now, this one here is müssen. Now, müssen means must or have to. Ich muss, du musst, RCS is muss, sie müssen, wir müssen, ihr müsst, and then sie müssen, sie müssen. Kindly note as you conjugate that this Z here must be capital, right? This is capital S. Sie müssen, right? Now, the fifth one is können. And können means can or be able to. Remember, it's can or be able to. So even in English, it is normally wrong to say, I can be able to sing. I can be able to dance. It's like you're repeating. You should say, I can dance or I am able to dance, right? So that verb is können. Can or be able to. Ich kann. Du kannst. You can. RCS kann. Sie können. Then I have wir können. Ihr könnt. And then Sie können. Right? You can. And then the last one is dürfen. Now, dürfen means may or be able to. Ich darf, du darfst, RCS darf, he, she, it may, sie dürfen, wir dürfen, ihr dürft, and then sie dürfen, right? So those are the 6 modal verbs. Now, our focus today was how to form questions with these modal verbs. Now that you've seen the various types of the modal verbs, let's now go ahead and see on how we can proceed to form questions with them, all right? So just get somewhere to write. Now, when forming questions with these modal verbs, it will depend on the type of question I am to form, all right? It depends on the type of question that I am forming. So if I'm forming a question, the yes no question, that is the year 9, I would begin with the modal verb, right? So I begin with my modal verb like this. Let's put it in brackets because it will be taking different endings depending on the subject. So modal verb, and then I have my subject, just like that. All right. And then at the very end, we will have an infinitive verb. Remember, it's a question, so don't forget to put an exclamation mark just like that. All right. So modal verb, subject. At the very end, you have an infinitive verb. So when I'm talking about infinitive verb, I'm referring to that the verb coming at the end should not be conjugated. You just leave it in its infinitive. All right. So please remember that modal verb, subject, at the end you have an infinitive verb. So let's just give some couple of examples in English. You want to say, would you like to eat? Let's use this. Would you like to eat? Would you like to eat? Now I can see they've used the modal verb would like, right? So if I'm to proceed with this one, remember would like is möchten, right? And then let's assume we use the do form. Now you'd say möchtest du, right? Möchtest du, and then the to eat comes at the end, which is essen in its infinitive, essen. Möchtest du essen? Look at my question now. Möchtest du essen? Would you like to eat? Now how you respond? You simply say ja. Ja. Ich möchte essen. Yes, I would like to eat. Ja, ich möchte essen. What if I don't want to eat? No, I don't want to eat. Or I wouldn't like to eat. Nein, ich möchte nicht essen. Nein, ich möchte nicht essen. All right. So my emphasis is that you've been told to begin with the modal verb. That is our möchtest, and you can see this modal verb will take different endings depending on your subject. Depending. What if it was Sie? You would say möchten Sie. Okay. So you can see it's modal verb, möchtest, and then the subject, do, at the end, infinitive verb, essen. Okay, so I want to give you 2 more examples, and then I'd like you to also go ahead and form some other examples using modal verbs in this type of manner, right? Now let's use should. Should. You want to ask somebody, should we travel today? Should we travel today? Should we travel today? Right? Should we travel today? Now, first of all, remind yourself, what is should? Now, from the list of modal verbs you've seen, should is sollen, right? Sollen. So I would ask, sollen wir, remember the order, modal verb, sollen, subject, wir. Sollen wir, right? Sollen wir, should we travel today? Sollen wir heute reisen? You can see that the verb always comes at the end and placed in infinitive. Sollen wir heute reisen? Sollen wir heute reisen? Should we travel today? Now, of course, you could answer by saying, ja. Wir sollen heute reisen. Ja, wir sollen heute reisen. Yes, we should travel today. Or nein, wir sollen heute nicht reisen. Nein, wir sollen heute nicht reisen. No, we should not travel today, right? So you've seen that if I'm to ask a question in this type of manner, I begin with my modal verb, my subject, and then at the end I put my infinitive verb, all right? So I want to give you the following question you also try. Kindly ensure that after you've tried, share it in the comment section, because I want your fellows also learning German to be able to learn from your examples, right? So go ahead and form examples with the following. How would you say, can they eat here? Can they eat here with us? Can they eat here with us? Now, as you're forming the examples, I kindly take note to ensure that the verbs are conjugated appropriately, and then the other verb comes at the end. Yeah, look at this. Can they eat here with us? I would really love to see how you'd say this. Let me give you another one. How would you say, must we talk with? Must we talk with them? This is another one which is also nice. Check on the dative case, accusative, yeah? Must we talk with them? Must we talk with them? And then the last one for you to try attempt also is, I want to bring one that we have not used. May. Let's use may, right? May I please come in? Now the teacher is in classroom. We want to request politely, teacher, excuse me, may I please come in? So these are the ones I'd like you to try. Remember, as you'll be trying them, please get to check on the word order. Modal verb, subject, and then at the end is when you put the infinitive verb, all right? So that is how we get to use the modal verb in terms of positioning. Well then, you go ahead and attempt that. And again, as I mentioned, this one is still on offer. We have it now on the ebook. I know most of us are outside Kenya and are not able to get the physical copy. Not to worry. As I said, I have it on ebook so that you can purchase it directly from our email or WhatsApp, and then it's sent to you directly, okay? So if you're looking to get a copy of this, please, you feel free to write to me via the email shared here, and I will direct you, all right? Well then, ladies and gentlemen, das ist alles für heute. I will be seeing us in the next one.